The real mystery is the friends we made along the way. Greetings and welcome back to another Twinkie-tastic episode of the Vodkast. I'm your host, as always, Geycen Oliveira. With us today is the Mystery Twinkies. It's a mystery, a sweet and delicious mystery for you and me to discover, for you and me to explore. We're gonna find what's in this Twinkie. Ah! Okay. It's enough of that. Anywho, I'm really excited about mystery flavored things. And Twinkies, I like Twinkies. I'm not a huge fan of Twinkies. They're not my go-to, mass produced confectionery treat. Normally I would go for a Funny Bone. If you've never had a Funny Bone before, you should definitely check them out. If you're into peanut butter and you're into chocolate, girl. However, Twinkies have put out some pretty amazing flavors along the way. If I'm not mistaken, I believe I have a Twinkie playlist if you want to check that out. I may not, and if I don't, I'll try to make one before this video goes out. Because there's been a lot of Twinkies. There's been a lot of good Twinkies. There's been a lot of bad Twinkies. Anything that was like key lime or tangy was just gross and nasty, but most of the sweet stuff is pretty good. A lot of it just doesn't stand out. A lot of it just kind of tastes sweet. But this is really interesting to me because if you want to go back here, you can check out the very first Mystery Oreo review and demo. Hang on a second. And bee-bee-da-ba-ba-boo, if you want to go over here and check out this one, that's the second Oreo review. There's been a lot of mystery flavors. The Mountain Dews, I should really do a mystery playlist. Maybe I'll get around to that as well. If I do, well, then I linked it. If I didn't, then there's some link up there. Link, I always call them links, but it's a card. Thinking about Link and Zelda. No, I'm not. Let's bust into these. Let's enough of my nonsense here. Let's just take a look at them, give it a good smell. If I have to eat a whole Twinkie today, then God damn it, I will eat a whole Twinkie today. And I haven't eaten anything else, and it is 12:53. So this is a nice lunch. This is a nice healthy lunch. I know I talk about sugar a lot. I do consume sugar on the side when you're not watching me, but there's not a lot of sugar consumption going on. Ice cream has been my weakness lately. If Twinkies put out a mystery flavor ice cream, ooh boy, that'd be right up my alley these days. I just cannot get enough of Tillamook ice cream or Bluebell. Good God, people are making some really good ice cream. There's also this other place, Homestead Creamery, Homelander Creamery, I believe it is. Either way, I'll put a little logo up somewhere on the screen so you guys can take a look at it. As you can see here, they have not changed anything about the Twinkie itself. It is your everyday run-of-the-mill Twinkie. That opened relatively easy. I guess I'll grab a smell before the smell dissipates. Okay. Immediately something fruity, which I don't approve of because I don't like fruity. Now, Oreo. Oreo did the Fruity Pebbles. They also released before that a fruity cereal one. I think we've done reviews for both of those if you want to hunt them down. I don't know how many cards I got left, but if I can link another one, I'll throw it up there. Okay, so let's take a look. The cream is white. They did nothing to indicate based on the cream what flavor it could be, so it can be anything at this point. Let me give it a smell now that it's open. It's faint. It's faintly there. I almost feel like it could be Fruit Loops. It smells like Fruit Loops to me. When I first opened up, let me smell this again too. When I smelled this, it smelled like Fruit Loops. No, I don't get it anymore. I'm gonna have to try this. So let's just give it a bite and then we'll go from there. How does that sound? Good? Great. It's a tangy and a tart flavor, and I don't like that. Wait, this is crazy. Now that initial blast of flavor that is shot into my mouth has kind of faded off a little, trickled off a little bit, the back end is really good. I'm having a tough time placing it, but I know I've had this before. It's not Fruit Loops. I'm going to try just a little bit of the cream here. It's so bizarre. At the front end, there's something atrocious about it that shouldn't be in a Twinkie. Like my brain goes to a red meat. I don't know why. Not like hamburger meat, but like something that's been braised or like maybe like a teriyaki or something like that. Yeah, kind of like a teriyaki flavor. I'm going to have to give this another bite because I really have no idea. It's definitely fruity. It's a sweet fruity that really lands. The landing perfectly on the back end. So here we go again. Well, I did it. I ate a whole Twinkie on camera. No, I didn't. I feel way better now. Something stronger. What is happening here? What is this flavor? Whenever it's a mystery flavor, like, my brain just shuts down. It's just like, you know this flavor. You've had it before once. Once before. I just cannot place it, though. That was straight up cream right there. Wait. Could this be like Smarties or Skittles or something like that? I feel like it's definitely like a fruity, sometimes sour candy, but not always sour candy. Now, I couldn't tell you for certain, but it's definitely like it's almost like a Smarties in a way. Like they smell, I mean, it tastes like the Smarties. You know how those little Smarties, they're like pretty much a sugar, but they have a little bit of flavor to them? That's kind of what I'm getting here. So if someone had a gun to my head, I would say that it is Smarties. I could be way off. It's definitely tangy and tart. I'm still getting it in my mouth, that tangy flavor. No, it's a beef teriyaki. Imagine if Twinkies decided to go nuts and they're just like, fuck this. We're done. We're going to just give you the nastiest Twinkie of all time, and they stuff like hot dogs in them. Imagine a hot dog you bit in and it was a hot dog. Or even worse, like hot dog pureed down to this consistency. I wouldn't appreciate that. It's not Smarties, but it's in that realm. So you should get your hands on these if you're at the store, because I would love to know in the comments below what flavor you think it is. Wow. That's something different, though. I'll tell you that much right now. I've never had a Twinkie that's tasted like that before. Anywho, I hope you guys have loved this episode of the Vodkast, because I have freaking loved making it. And if you guys are loving the content I'm creating as much as I love creating the content that you guys are watching, would you please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing, and then hitting that little bell icon, because it'll let you know every time I put out a new video. Don't forget to make somebody smile today and make yourself a better person tomorrow than you were today. Tomorrow, let's make the world spin a little bit happier and a little bit more Twinkier together. Let's sing and dance in the sun and in the rain as one, my brothers and sisters. Live life to the fullest and love every moment of it, because you just never know when that last moment's going to come for you. However, never live in fear of that moment. Always live in love and never let your inner child die. Ooh-wee. Take care of yourselves, take care of one another, and take care of those around you who cannot take care of themselves, for they are the ones that need it the most. And if no one has told you today that they love you, the Vodcast loves you very much, just the way you are. All right, guys, do no harm. I'm Geycen Oliveira. This is the Vodcast, and I'll catch you guys a little bit further on down the road to 50. Take care, my friends, and happy adventuring.
Don't go to sleep with a catch it in your pocket.